Two Girls and a Sailor is a 1944 musical film about two singing sisters who are helped to set up a canteen to entertain soldiers by a mysterious, wealthy admirer. It featured a host of celebrity performances, including Jimmy Durante doing his hallmark Inka Dinka Doo, Gracie Allen, and Lena. Horne.Richard, Connell and Gladys Lehman were nominated for the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. Plot: two sisters, Jean and Patsy Dio, are born into a vaudeville family, and when they grow up, start an act themselves. One night, they invite a bunch of servicemen to their apartment. They are both attracted to a sailor named Johnny. Jean points out to Johnny an unused nearby warehouse they wish they could make into a canteen to entertain the troops. An anonymous benefactor they call Somebody starts fulfilling the goal. First, a Mr. Nisby shows up and hands them the keys to the warehouse, announcing they now own it. As the two sisters explore the dusty building, they discover that Billy Kip, an old vaudeville performer they knew as kids, has been squatting there ever since his wife left him and took their infant son many years ago. A horde of cleaners tidy up, and the place is made into an inviting canteen, all courtesy of Somebody. Famous entertainers perform, as do Jean and Patsy. Johnny starts dating Jean, unaware that Patsy is also in love with him. Meanwhile, Patsy tries to discover who Somebody is. Finally, she learns that it is none other than Johnny. It also turns out that Johnny is in love with Patsy, and Jean with Sergeant Frank Miller, but both did not want to hurt the other. Everything gets straightened out in the end. To top it off, Billy spots a sailor who looks just like a younger version of himself, down to his nose. He and his son are joyfully reunited. Cast. Soundtrack: Sweet and Lovely. Words music by Gus Anheim, Harry Tobias, Jules Lemaire. Performed by June Allison and Gloria DeHaven. My Mother Told Me, sung by Gloria DeHaven. In a Moment of Madness. Words by Ralph Freed. Music by Jimmy McHugh, sung by Helen Forrest, accompanied by Harry James and his music makers. A Tisket, a Tasket. Words music by Al Feldman and Ella Fitzgerald, performed by June Allison and Gloria DeHaven. Babaloo. Words music by Margarita Lecona, performed by Lena Romay with Xavier Cugat and his orchestra. Charmaine, by Erno Rapi and Lou Pollock, performed by Harry James and his music makers. Concerto for Index Finger, performed on piano by Gracie Allen with orchestra, conducted by Albert Coates. Estrelita. Music by M. Bonds, performed by Harry James and his music makers. A Love Like Ours. Words by Manhalina. Music by Alberta Nichols, performed by June Allison and Gloria DeHaven, with Harry James and his music makers. Granada. Words music by Agustin Lara, performed by Carlos Ramirez, with Xavier Cugat and his orchestra. Paper Doll. Words music by Johnny S. Black, performed by Lena. Horne. Rumba Rumba. Words by Sammy Gallup. Music by Jose Perfumi, performed by Lena Romay with Xavier Cugat and his orchestra. Take It Easy. Words music by Al Debrew, Irving Taylor, Vic Mizzy, performed by Virginia O'Brien, Lee Wild, Lynn Wild, and Lena Romay with Xavier Cugat and his orchestra. Anchors Away, performed by an unidentified marching band in the dream sequence. Did You Ever Have the Feelin'? Written and performed by Jimmy Durante. Inka Dinka Doo. Words music by Jimmy Durante, Ben Ryan, Harry Dolly, performed by Jimmy Durante. Thrill of a New Romance, played by Xavier Cugat and his orchestra. danced by Ben Blue and Lena Romeo. Dear, words by Ralph Freed, music by Sammy Fain, performed by Harry James and his music makers. Who Will Be With You When I'm Far Away, performed words, music by Jimmy Durante. The Young Man with the Horn, words by Ralph Freed, music by George Eastall, performed by June Allison and Harry James and his music makers. Ritual Fire Dance by Manuel de Falla, performed on pianos by Jose Itobe and admirer.It. Flash by Harry James. I Got to Go, I Got to Stay, words, music by Jimmy Durante. Reception. According to MGM Records, the film earned $2,852,000 in the US and Canada and $1,724,000 elsewhere, resulting in a profit of $1,726,000. The film is recognized by American Film Institute in these lists. 2004 AFI's 100 Years. .100 songs. Inka Dinka Doo nominated.